Penn State men's hockey continues their season today against Wisconsin after scoring an upset victory last night over Michigan. We pick it up late in the second period where Penn State's Luke Uha finds Taylor Holstrom streaking up the ice on a breakaway in a scoreless game. He beats Zach Nagelvort to put the Lions up 1-0. The Wolverines, however, would not go quietly as Michigan's Phil DiGiuseppe breaks through, beats Matt Scoff, and ties the game up at 1. The game would remain tied through the third period, and we head to overtime with Michigan on the rush, where Andrew Kopp puts a backhander right off the post, and Eric Scheid comes in at the last second for Penn State and saves their season by kicking the puck out of the crease. In the second OT, Zach Saar puts a wrister past Nagelvort for the win for the Nittany Lions. Penn State will face off against Wisconsin today at 3 p.m. in the semifinals of the Big Ten tournament. The Penn State men's basketball team lives to see another day, advancing in the CBI tournament. That's after they squeaked past Hampton on Wednesday night by a final score of 69-65. Penn State got out of the gate quickly, built a 10-point lead, but Hampton responded by making their first 5 three-pointers. The Nittany Lions bounced back and took an 8-point lead into halftime, but the Pirates came out firing after the break. They took a 43-41 lead with just over 11 minutes to play, but Penn State countered with a 14-2 run to put them ahead to stay. Coach Chambers' squad will be back in action Monday night against Siena. Now to Penn State football. The Nittany Lions are in the middle of spring practice. Our John Patterson goes to Haluba Hall to check it out.
It's spring in Happy Valley, and with it comes football. The James Franklin era has officially begun on the field in an array of excitement and speed in the Nittany Lions' first spring practice of the season. With the blue-white game just about a month away, James Franklin and the Nittany Lions have hit the ground running. Literally. Coach Franklin discussed his plans for his first spring as head coach of the Nittany Lions.
The most important thing to me is I want to make sure at the end of this spring that we got great chemistry as an organization.
Coach Franklin also expressed the concerns he has with depth and youth in certain positions.
When I looked at the defensive line, we had a 4 deep of scholarship players on the defensive line, basically. On offensive line, we did not have a 2 deep of scholarship players, not even a 2 deep.
Despite the depth issues, Franklin remains excited about this spring.
It's going to be fun and it's going to be exciting to see guys that right now maybe we're not dependent on, but have had a really good offseason and have really grown up or ready to take a step. And there'll always be 1 or 2 of those guys that you didn't expect that are going to jump out at you. So I'm looking forward, I'm excited to that.
Of course there will be growing pains and there are bound to be mistakes, but Franklin doesn't mind, as long as they run. For the Center County Report, I'm John Patterson.
The Nittany Lions have 15 practices this spring leading up to the blue-white game on April 12th. Penn State's women's gymnastics is now 20-3 on the season. The Nittany Lions are set to host the Big Ten Championships tomorrow at 5 p.m. in Rec Hall. The teams set to join in are Illinois, Minnesota, and Nebraska. The NCAA Regional Championship will also be at Rec Hall on April 5th. To baseball now, the Nittany Lions will face the Bucknell Bison in a doubleheader series at home tomorrow and 2 at Bucknell on Sunday, both starting at noon. Earlier this week, the team held its home opening 2-game series against NYIT. On Tuesday at Medler Field at Lubrano Park, Penn State brought in 3 runs during the first 3 innings and never let go of the lead. The momentum kept up for new head coach Rob Cooper and the Lions. Penn State won their first home game of the season with a score of 7-3. On Wednesday, the winning streak continued as Penn State recorded its first shutout of the season, beating NYIT 8-0. March Madness comes to Happy Valley this weekend as the Lady Lions prepare to return to the court. Penn State earned a number 3 seed in the NCAA tournament and will square off with number 14 seeded Wichita State at the BJC on Sunday at 12:30 p.m. The winner will advance to play either Dayton or Florida on Tuesday at 7 p.m. State College High School has approved the hire of a new head football coach. Matt Lintel spent the last 3 seasons under Al Wolski as an offensive assistant coach before joining the Little Lions staff. Lintel served as a quarterbacks and wide receivers coach for Bucknell for 7 seasons. Lintel is a State College High graduate, and he was also a 4-year starter at safety for Franklin and Marshall. That's all for sports. We'll be right back on the Center County Report.